Hello viewers, this is your boy Political Hamzy. If you do like this content, please click the like button, the subscription button, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about politicians. That's what we normally talk about because Nigeria, for Nigeria to grow forward, it all has to do with the politicians who we elect in power. Do we have Democrats or do we have what we call political thugs? Democrats to me are people that listen to the people, they obey the rule of law, and they allow the law to take its due process. But for me, we have political thugs, people that force themselves on the people, they force their will on the people, they do not listen to the people, and they're unable to be held accountable by the people or by the laws of the land. Sometimes we end up blaming Tinubu, saying, because he's a political godfather, he's promoted democratic thuggery through the likes of Hamzy Oluomo. But could we lay all this down to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Before Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the kingmaker of Lagos State, of the Southwest, we had other people in Lagos State, in Southwest Lagos, who were political godfathers. So this is something that has been going on for years in Nigeria, just that he took it to another level and became a national leader. And this political thuggery, it has actually killed our democracy because we do not have a democracy. And because of this political thuggery, Nigeria itself as a country cannot achieve anything economically, democratically, and we cannot grow. We cannot grow because all they do is settle each other. Let's look at political appointments. I talked about Hamzy Oluomo, and I talked about this political thug killing our democracy. If for people that have been following what's been happening in Nigeria, we now know Hamzy Oluomo is the national president of the National Union of Road Transport Workers. Although this case there's been an ongoing court battle, but him being the president and him being an affiliate of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, it puts our democracy in a bad place because we know INEC, the Independent Electoral Commission, they have an understanding with the NURTW in transporting sensitive election materials across Nigeria. Now you have somebody who is affiliated personally with the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, who is now in charge of a body that oversees the transportation of sensitive election materials. How do you think this is going to go? Yes, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not come out like other governors, other political leaders we have that are very rude and they act like dictators. Yes, he composes himself, but it's based on the people he appoints. We can see the Minister of Works and Housing, Engineer Umahi, former governor of Ebonyi State. When they had a town hall and people are talking about our properties and businesses being demolished, he felt insulted coming to address the people. You are politicians. You are people that are there to serve us. It's only right for you to come out and explain to us why do you have to do such things. And because of this political thuggery, there's never any due process. You could own a piece of land, you could own a business in Nigeria, you could have the proper documentation, and the government, without following the courts, will just come and they demolish it, and nothing will happen. And we can see the case with Wike. You went to a shanty town. There has to be due process. People are saying, you know what, Wike is right because of security in Abuja. But you now have displaced about 800 or 1,000 or 2,000 families. What do you think is going to happen? You've displaced them, you've taken away their means of livelihood. Don't you think that's going to promote insecurity? The first step you should have done is to say, look, let's relocate you guys, a temporary relocation, while we build affordable housing. Sometimes you have to look at the root causes of things. Why do we have shanty towns? Because we don't have affordable housing. Why do we have shanty towns? Because not only do we don't have affordable housing built by the government, the ones that are owned by private landlords, even when their rent is low, because these workers are not being paid proper minimum wage and salaries are not being paid by government agencies on time, they can't afford the rent. We do not look at the root cause of things, we just act. And we've been hearing the rumors, whether true or false, about when the Indian Prime Minister Modi was in Abuja, that Wike was banned from visiting Asoro because he was drunk. People might say it's a rumor, but is this the first time you've been hearing about Wike and Wike being drunk? And this is a man that was fighting to be the presidential flag bearer of PDP. So imagine if someone like Wike became president, what do you expect? Wike that does not follow due process, and this man claims to be a lawyer, and this is a problem with Nigerian politicians. None of them can show how they made their wealth before politics. Even President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when he was fighting Nadeko, did we know him as this very wealthy person when he was in Nadeko? No, it was when he came into politics, Senator, Lagos State Governor. This is when this wealth started overflowing. Wike went into law school in 97, so obviously he graduated maybe in 98, and he started local government and all these local politics in 1999. So basically he has no work experience being amongst the people. So all their wealth is from taking from the people. They can't account for how they actually made their wealth. All they do is intimidate us. Come elections, through their proxies, through their area boys, they intimidate people. We can't even go out and vote who we want. And we say we have a democracy. And the worst part is that even the younger generation, I'm afraid, might not even be able to change things. Because what has happened, they're now putting people of this younger generation in positions. So now these people with their ideology and their mentality are putting the same people with the same ideology and mentality to take over. We don't have Democrats, we have thugs in power. No accountability. Right from Goodluck's era to Buhari's era, all the people that brought Nigeria right now to its knees, nobody has been brought to home. Everybody is sitting pretty. And the problem is that with this thuggery, and because of this thuggery, we don't have accountability. That's why they don't listen to the people. We thought we were suffering during Buhari's era. Now the suffering in Nigeria, just to survive, is an uphill task. Just being Nigerian in Nigeria is a battle. And people are telling us, they're busy telling us, oh, come 2027 and the election for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you have some people online saying, oh, his son should be the next governor of Lagos State. They want to create a dynasty or out of our own hard work. We are suffering. Forget about this dynasty. Forget about this re-election. Leave something. Leave a legacy, and when you leave power, people say, this is what he did for Nigeria, and this is what he did for Nigerians. Nigerian politicians are the most selfish politicians you can find. We have thugs in power. superior voice in power. And what I always say, the problem is that we put each other, they put us against each other. You remember, this suffering I keep saying does not know whether you're Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, Ibibio, Christian, Muslim, traditionally. It hits us the same way. We should speak up. Things have changed. Gone are the days we don't live in an era where we couldn't get the word out there. Now we have social media. We have Twitter, we have Facebook, we have Instagram. There's so many ways to get the message out there. There's so many ways to mobilize and educate people. Let's make use of these facilities on hand. Because if not, all we're going to be having is the likes of and that is why Nigeria, we are not attracting the kind of investments we want and the kind of investments, foreign investments we need. Because when you see a man like Wike, the way he talks, the way he projects himself, the way he has disregard for the rule of law, foreign investors are like, you know what, we might come here today, sign an agreement with the FCT minister, and tomorrow with no due process, they take it away. Isn't this what happened with Governor Ibukile Amusu? You had this Chinese firm trying to seize Nigeria's assets. This is it, it's no due process. You have a minister like Umahi telling you, when he was speaking to the Arise journalists, saying that he doesn't understand English, he's a local boy. And you have foreign investors looking and saying, we can't deal with people like this. These are all fine people. I don't know what to say. We are the only ones that can change Nigeria, not these politicians. They don't have our interests at heart. They're all political thugs. Is it the Labour the assembly members, people from the Labour Party that were shouting Labour, Labour, Labour? They've gone into the National Assembly. What have they done for the people? Have they spoken up? No. They are part of the people that have been taking allowances for cars, for furniture. They've gone there and they're eating part of the national cake. Buala, the one of the people in charge of Atiku's campaign, what did he not say about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Now he has a position in Bola Ahmed Tinubu's cabinet. So sometimes when we see these people talking as if they're on our side, they just make noise. So they're part of the political thugs, part of the cabal. We need to fight for ourselves. Put aside religion, put aside ethnicity. Only us can take our country back. This is your boy, Political Hamzy. You have a nice week.